My name is Marlies O'Sullivan and I am the vocalist of The Doses.
I'm Mikkel and I play guitar.
My name is Billy Bodine and I play the bass guitar.
I'm Ed and I play piano.
My name is Blair Westbrook and I play drums.
How did you end up playing for the Doses?
It was funny how I actually came into being in The Doses. I went to this sort of a get-together with lawn bowls and I met these girls and they worked at John Wiley Publishing and they said that John Wiley does the books for dummies and I was like, I just bought one of those books the other day, the songwriting book. And they said, oh, do you sing? And I said, yes. And they said, oh, our friend, Mikkel, is looking for a vocalist who's a producer. And we discussed kind of the style of music that he did. And I had previously been working with a producer, but he had moved back to France. And so that had kind of come to a close and it was perfect timing. So I met up with Mikkel and it all just really flowed on from there.
I was in LA and I started writing with local musicians in Los Angeles, and I didn't like the revolving door concept of working with people. I don't work well that way. So I started writing specifically for and under the name of The Doses, so that I could have something that can be collaborated on with more people, and that's how it started. And that's how I started in it.
My friend told me to come in for rehearsal. I came in, rehearsed, and it happened.
Facebook. Mikkel posted on Facebook and I said, I'm a bass player. That's basically about it.
Me and Mikkel have kind of had this weird relationship for a long time. I've known him for a while, but we've kind of never actually played in any bands together. He's kind of showed me stuff and, you know, we've had jams together, but we've kind of, nothing's ever really gotten off the ground. So when Mikkel's drummer was going away, Mikkel was like, oh, come fill in some shows. And I was like, oh yeah, cool, all right, so let's do it. So came in, filled in some shows and it's been going all right. So I think I'm now kind of replace the other guy.
What's your creative process?
It used to be that I would write as much as I could, like trying to be very prolific and stuff, so that you sort of have like 20 different options to choose from, and then you just get rid of all the ones that you're not going to use, so that you have like maybe 2 great ideas. I don't really write that way anymore. I write one thing and I make sure that it's exactly what it's supposed to be, you know, it's the best that it can be, and then I just try and convince other people that it's worth listening to and worth working on.
What's your band's place in the history of music?
Well, that's a hard one because at this point it's not history, it's mystery. So it's not his story, it's my story, or our story, if that makes any sense.
Is there a message you're trying to get across?
Usually during the creative process, because the thing that I have most control over in The Doses is writing the lyrics. So if I have any messages, it's about, usually when I'm creating, I really take time out to reflect on what's going on for me at that time, and I put that confusion or that conflict into my vocals, but I try to put a positive kind of empowering twist on that and make it empowering not only for myself but hopefully for the people who are listening to that.
Is your band any different to the many other bands doing the same thing?
Yeah, because we're in it, and not in the other bands, and they're not in our band.
What do you think of the local scene of music?
Brisbane has a pretty good one, except I think, you know, the government's kind of fucking us over at the moment. You know, they're trying to shut down all the venues and put all the fucking politics into music, which shouldn't be there. Music's supposed to be fun and a way for people to express themselves. But yeah, I don't know, really.
What's the sound of the band?
The sound of the band is really kind of in development phase. When I stepped in, the music was already in place for me. The sound was kind of already in place, and it was kind of more rock, bit of country blues stuff. And now that I'm coming in and mixing in my own lyrics and vocals, it's still that rock element, just with some of my twist.
Well, if you deconstruct it into physics, it's basically sound waves.